You know, I just woke up and I got to tell you something. The more and more I'm looking at this MMTLP, the more and more I'm starting to realize what the true problem is, okay? And let me tell you what it is. The SEC, if you do your DD, if you do your due diligence, they say they are 100% against naked shorting, against synthetic shares. They say, I'll give you an exact quote. They have absolutely no tolerance for it. No tolerance. Okay. But then you see a situation like this, okay, where there's what, 300 million shares. The company was something like almost at $10, was shorted down to the low $2 mark. And, the speculation is that there was use of synthetic shares. Okay. Now they halt it. And is it going to be delisted? What's going on? There's 8,200. There's a petition that's put out, 8,200 shares. They want to know what's going on, all the retail investors, and I don't blame them. I'm looking to find the petition myself. I want to sign it. I was just reading about it right now. So, what the real problem is this: we have to, in some way, shape, or form, with this whole transparency rule with the SEC, it has to include synthetic shares, naked shorting. And you know what it's like? Let me give you an analogy of what's going on in the stock market. It's like, imagine if someone says, look, it's illegal to rob a bank. You can't do it. You rob a bank, you go to jail. But then guys come in to rob the bank robbers, and then the police officers, the security guards, they turn their back, they ignore them, they let them do their job. You know what I mean? They rob the bank and they leave, and it's kind of like out of that movie Casino. Remember with leakage? Remember when the guy came in who represented all the bosses and everybody was in the cash room? They totally didn't even pay attention. The guy walked in, took like $800,000 in cash, put it in his case, walked out. Nobody seemed to notice, right? Well, that's kind of like what's going on. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna say it's all alleged because it's my opinion. I can't prove it. I'll say it's alleged. This is what's going on, but it seems like the SEC, FINRA, DTCC. It seems like they're turning their backs. In other words, they're making claims that synthetic shares. They're making claims naked shorting is illegal, but there's a potential it might be going on. And what they're doing is, instead of investigating it, instead of coming to the bottom of it, okay, they're turning their backs. They're ignoring it, and they're allegedly protecting the short sellers, because when a company goes private, all those synthetic shares by law have to be closed. So you have a situation here where there's a lot of question marks, right? So what's the simple solution? The simple solution is that the SEC, FINRA, and the DTCC should find out if synthetic shares were used, and if they were used, they should enforce the law that these shares should be closed. That's it. These synthetic shares. But it's like, instead of doing that, they're turning their backs. That's it. They're going to delist it, and whatever shares I guess you have will go to next bridge. Who knows? Talks at dividends, talks at who knows what's going on anymore. It's just, look, it's a joke. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I just think really this is stuff that has to get out there to a large, gigantic audience. And the only way you're going to do that, yes, I know there's something I think someone was talking to me about in Washington, January 28th. That's a good start, but it's not just enough. You got to do it in every state. You got to have peaceful protesting going on. You have to do it in every state, not just Washington. And honestly, potentially around the world. And it's got to be something consistently done. It can't just be one time. It's got to be consistently done until these lawmakers make it a priority to take these synthetic shares, naked shorting, allegedly being used, seriously. Because it's complete and utter bullshit. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only.